Dogs never run out of ways to surprise us. They can be goofy, puzzling, or even a little embarrassing. But behind almost every odd habit lies a mix of instinct, communication, and affection. Today, we will dive into 21 of the quirkiest dog behaviors and uncover what they really mean. Follow along, because once you understand the reasons, you will never look at your dog the same way again. 1. The pre-bedtime spiral. Picture this. Your dog is ready to lie down, but instead of flopping immediately, they circle again and again. It might look pointless, yet it is deeply rooted in history. Wolves circled tall grass to flatten it, scare away insects and check for hidden dangers. The spin also helped them align with the wind, allowing noses to stay alert. Even inside your safe and quiet living room, the instinct remains. That little dance is their way of preparing a secure sleeping space, a ritual of safety passed down through generations. And when the spinning stops, another curious behavior often follows. 2. Nose licking like it's a superpower. Once settled, you may notice quick tongue flicks across the nose. At first glance, it seems like a nervous tick, but it is far more strategic. By moistening their nose, dogs increase scent capture, letting particles stick better and boosting their already extraordinary sense of smell. It is also part of their communication system. In dog language, a nose lick can mean, "I am calm, I am friendly, I am no threat." So the next time you see that fast flick, understand it as both science and social signal. And speaking of closeness, have you noticed where your dog loves to nap? 3. Napping on your feet. For many owners, dogs transform into living slippers. Resting at your feet is not random. It is trust and protection rolled into one. By lying there, your dog knows where you are and feels reassured. If you move, they notice. If you relax, they relax. This closeness is comforting for them and heartwarming for you. It is not a sign of weakness, but a way of saying, "You are my safe zone." But sometimes, that cozy closeness comes with a surprising sound, a sneeze during play. 4. Playtime sneezes. You are tugging a rope, the tail is wagging furiously, and suddenly, achoo! While it might look like dust or irritation, play sneezes are actually communication. They are called meta-signals, and they reassure both you and other dogs that the roughhousing is fun, not aggressive. It is like saying, "I am enjoying this, let's keep going." This sneeze is one more reminder that dogs have developed creative ways to keep play safe. But once play ends, some dogs turn from goofy to strangely serious, fixing you with that long, silent stare. 5. The unblinking stare. Being stared at by a dog can feel intense, almost like you're being studied. In truth, you are. Dogs are masters at reading micro-movements in our faces and bodies. They are not trying to intimidate you, but to connect, to anticipate your next move, or sometimes simply to beg for food. Studies even show dogs are better at reading human body language than young children. It is not just a stare. It is analysis, affection, and sometimes manipulation rolled into one. But as strange as it feels to be watched, another behavior is far more awkward. 6. The awkward. Hello. Sniffing the groin. We have all been there. A dog rushes up and buries their nose where we least expect it. Embarrassing for us, but completely normal in their world. High concentration areas like the groin carry pheromones that provide a wealth of information about health, mood, and even stress levels. For dogs, this sniff is not rude. It is simply, "Nice to meet you. Let me learn about you." Once they have gathered the data, they often shift into a gesture of trust. one that looks the opposite of affection, but means exactly that. 7. Sleeping with their back to you. It may feel like rejection when your dog curls up facing away, but it is actually deep trust. Wolves in packs slept back to back to cover every angle of danger. When your dog gives you their back, they are saying, "I feel so safe with you that I do not need to watch." Far from ignoring you, it is a declaration of loyalty. And while this gesture of trust happens indoors, a very different ritual unfolds outdoors in the grass. 8. Casual grazing, eating grass. The sight of your dog nibbling grass might spark concern. Are they sick? Not necessarily. In fact, many dogs simply enjoy the taste or texture. Wolves also ate grass, and studies have found traces in their scat. Sometimes dogs crave fiber, other times they just like the crunch. Unless the grazing is excessive or followed by vomiting, it is usually harmless. So, the next time your dog snacks on the lawn, know it is instinct and curiosity at work. But curiosity takes even cuter form when you catch that famous head tilt. 9. The legendary head tilt. Few things melt hearts like the tilted head of a listening dog. While undeniably adorable, the tilt is also practical. It helps reposition their ears to localize sounds more clearly, especially if floppy ears block the canal. It is also a way of visually checking your face. If you laugh or shower them with compliments when they tilt, they quickly learn to repeat the behavior. In other words, what began as acoustic adjustment becomes a charm tactic. And once communication is in motion, dogs often add another signature move. 10. Post-potty scratch-off. After relieving themselves, some dogs energetically kick the ground behind them. While it looks like they are covering up, the truth is territorial. Paw pads contain scent glands, and scratching spreads that unique chemical marker. It is as if they are signing the ground. I was here. Both males and females do this, and the ritual signals more than just territory. It broadcasts age, sex, and even emotional state. The bathroom is not only a necessity, it is also a bulletin board. And speaking of odd rituals, watch what happens when dogs fall asleep. 11. Running in their sleep. Ever notice in twitching legs, tiny woofs or paddling paws? That is the canine version of dreaming during REM sleep. Just as humans replay moments in dreams, dogs relive chasing, playing, or exploring. Some owners worry about seizures, but most of the time, it is just dream reenactment. Watching your dog gallop in dreamland is witnessing the richness of their inner world. But dreaming is not the only time they follow you everywhere. 12. The bathroom bodyguard. If you cannot step into the bathroom without your dog tagging along, you are not alone. Dogs are pack animals, and separation feels unnatural. Following you, even to the most private room, is their way of keeping the pack intact. Sometimes it is affection, other times protection. To them, no space is too sacred to share. And while in the bathroom, another strange behavior can catch you off guard. 13. Locking eyes while going. Few things are stranger than a dog staring into your soul while defecating. But there is logic. In that vulnerable position, they are defenseless, so they turn to you as their lookout. Eye contact is trust, a silent request. Watch my back. It is odd for humans, but perfectly instinctive for them. And once relieved, they sometimes celebrate in the most theatrical way possible, rolling in the grass. 14. A full-body grass roll. Rolling in the grass looks like sheer joy, and sometimes it is. But instinct also plays a role. In the wild, rolling masked scent from prey or predators. At home, it might help remove unwanted shampoo smells or simply mark the territory. The flailing legs and happy grunts are not just random play. They are coded messages and pure bliss combined. But sometimes the joy of possession is expressed through stealing your socks. 15. Sock heists and victory laps. Dogs adore items that smell like you. A stolen sock or slipper is not theft in their eyes, it is treasure. Carrying it around or parading it through the house is a game, an attention grab, or even a comfort ritual when you are gone. Chasing them for it only fuels the fun, confirming the sock as the ultimate toy. And when the sock is not enough, they might chase the one thing always within reach, their own tail. 16. Tail chasing spirals. Tail chasing delights puppies with endless energy, but in adults it can mean boredom, lack of stimulation, or anxiety. Occasional spins are harmless. Obsessive circles call for more exercise and enrichment. A tail might be the easiest toy, but it is also a clue. Your dog may need more engagement, and when play does involve toys, another instinct surfaces, one that looks fierce but is actually fun. 17. Shaking toys like prey. That vigorous head shake when they grab a stuffed animal is not aggression, it is instinct. Wolves shook prey to kill quickly, and the behavior lingers. Shaking also releases endorphins, giving a rush of satisfaction. So when your dog thrashes a squeaky toy, they are not being violent. They are connecting to ancient roots while boosting their mood. And those wild instincts appear again whenever a siren wails outside. 18. Siren sing-alongs. The sound of an ambulance or fire truck can trigger a long, mournful howl. It is not fear, but communication. To dogs, the siren sounds like another distant canine calling out. Joining the chorus is instinctual, a way of answering back. This echo of wolf ancestry is one of the clearest reminders that domestication never erased their wild voice. And after the siren fades, another burst of wild energy often erupts, right after bath time. 19. Post-bath zoomies. Fresh from the tub, fur damp and shampooed, many dogs explode into manic sprints. These zoomies are a release of pent-up energy and tension from the bath. They are also an attempt to rub off the unnatural scent of soap and reclaim their dogginess. Racing across rooms, rubbing against rugs, and shaking furiously are all ways of saying, "I am free again." While funny, one behavior that follows bath time can be less amusing: the scoot. 20. The scoot. Dragging the rear across the floor may look comical, but it often signals discomfort. The most common reason is impacted anal glands, though allergies or irritation can also be culprits. A single scoot might not mean much, but repeated dragging should prompt a vet visit. It is a reminder that not every quirk is harmless play. Yet when discomfort fades, dogs return to tender gestures that reveal their bond with you. 21. The gentle paw tap. A soft paw on your arm or knee is one of the clearest ways a dog communicates. Sometimes it is a request for food, play, or attention. Other times, it is empathy. Dogs can smell chemical changes when humans are stressed or sad. That gentle paw says, "I am here, I notice you, and I care." It is a blend of learned behavior and emotional connection, a small action loaded with meaning. So, we have explained the science, the instincts, and the play. But none of that fully explains why dogs feel almost sacred. Why is it that one look into their eyes feels like something more than nature? If you have ever wondered whether dogs are more than pets, the next video is for you. It is called Why God Brought a Dog into Your Life. And once you watch it, you may never look at your dog the same way again.